Hey everybody, it's Lisa Copeland again. How are you? I'm just live streaming away today. I got a shipment of books in today, so I wanted to put it out there that I've got more of my book, Best-Selling Options in a Divorce. So there's a lot of people, a lot of you know that I've got a divorce lending practice within our mortgage and real estate company, and we're a certified divorce lending practice, a CDLP. And so anyways, we work with the divorce attorneys, both on the lending side, because it gets really tricky when you start breaking up estates and things like that. So I went through all the certification there to understand settlements and arbitration and mediation and things like that. And then on the real estate side, we offer this free book. And the last time I did this, I had 100 people and we sent them out. So here is the caveat. In Texas, we will send you a book. And I'll never tell anybody who I send it to, I promise. Anywhere else in the country, I want you to download it. And that's just because we don't practice in other parts of the country, so we can't send out our stuff. But you'll just download it at lisacopeland.book.live/divorce-book. I need to get an easier domain name for that. Or you can send me an email at lisa@lisacopeland.com. Hey, Charlie Goff, hola. And Anthony, I've already seen you today, Anthony. So this is a great book. It really is. Like I said, I put it together because I work with so many divorce attorneys when it comes to settling property. Because on the real estate side, you've got to be a pretty good negotiator, right? And on the lending side, there's a lot of nuances there also, which is why I went out and got my CDLP, which is, again, Certified Divorce Lending Practice. But in the book, so whether you get the digital version of the book, which is really cool, it opens like a magazine and it's really an electronic download and it's fantastic. But the first thing, I address in the book is just moving on. There are just times in life you got to move on, right? And then I talk about being prepared and the things that you need to do to get prepared to sell that property in a divorce situation. The marital settlement agreement, what you can and can't do. I won't always recommend you selling the property if we don't have to. If there's an OTD or something like that put on it where we can do a cash out refinance maybe and pay off your former spouse, then, sometimes we do that also. I'm always going to do what's in the best interest of my client, not just to sell a house or not just to do a mortgage, but to sit down holistically and look at everything you've got going on, meeting with your attorneys. I've got several attorneys in Central Texas that send me their clients because they know that I can sit down and have a conversation with them. The 80-20 rule, staging with purpose. It's really hard, believe it or not, to stage a divorced house because typically what we have found is that one person wants to sell it and one person doesn't. Yeah, divorces are tough. And I decided probably 6 months ago that I would really specialize in that piece of real estate and that I would get really involved in it because not a lot of people have the cojones for it, to be honest with you. It's tough. It's rough. You typically have, typically when you're selling someone's house, you've got one person, you've got two people. Charlie Goff. Charlie, what are the chances that you jumped on this today? I'm telling you. But you typically have one or two people that want to sell their house. But in a divorce situation, many, 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 many times, somebody's living in the house that doesn't want to sell it. And now the judge or the courts have ordered it being sold. And so when that happens, it has to be sold. So we get into some pretty tricky stuff when it comes to showing the house, the way the house gets staged. That'll be a book I'll write someday when I retire. I've got a couple really good stories on that. But staging with purpose and then upgrade the ROI in your mind and really talking about how we can maximize your return on investment. Because, typically when somebody's going through a divorce, both sides, it's costing a lot of money. And how do we squeeze some of that back out of the house and the profits and things like that? I'm going to talk about the 3 Ds, one of them being distress. I won't give away the other ones without you getting the book. And then I also talk about avoiding the costly mistakes that a lot of people do because they go into this and they try to do it themselves or they try to do it without a real estate and lending expert that has been trained and certified in divorce lending and real estate. Okay. You have to understand the game. Okay, Charlie, you're killing me here. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. So if you live in the great state of Texas and you're going through a divorce, or you know somebody that is, drop me an email, lisa@lisacopeland.com. I guess I should probably put that in the comments, although it's not hard to remember, at lisacopeland.com. I just stuck it in the comments. But if you live outside of Texas, right, we're not licensed to practice outside of Texas, but I do have the book live, and you can see there, you can see the scroll through, and I think I can put it. Nope, that's from something different. I think I can put that in the comments too, but it's lisacopeland.book.live/divorce-book. All right, and that'll take you to a landing page, and you fill out just your name and your email address, of course, and we will send you the digital copy of the book. The book is good. Like I said, it's free. It's our gift. It's, it's just really what I've put together on how to successfully be able to dispose of a property. Let's call it what it is typically, to be able to successfully negotiate with the other parties. And because typically we just represent one side, right? It is what it is. So I love the divorce lending practice. I love the divorce practice. I just find so much fulfillment in it because I can really help people come out on the other side and not have lost everything they had, right? Not lost the shirt on their back, not lost the equity in their house, be able to get maximum amount of money for the house, because I don't have any emotion tied to the deal, right? For me, it's a business deal. I'm a trained negotiator and strategist. And so for me, it's about getting you all the money, and it's about saving and preserving your assets. So anyways, if you need the book, if you want to have a confidential conversation, I promise you, I will never say anything to anybody. If you just want to talk about what your situation is, and if we can help you, whether it's on the mortgage side or on the real estate side, how we can help you not lose your biggest asset, how to maximize your biggest asset. Now's a great time to sell. It is, it's a little bit tougher time to buy. Inventories are a little bit low, but interest rates are fantastic. Depending on your credit. I also try to help you keep your credit together during a divorce and give you strategies there so that you are able to sell the family home and move on and move into something else, right? And not decimate your credit, not decimate your big assets. So if you're going through a divorce, if you're thinking about going through a divorce, reach out to me, lisa@lisacopeland.com. Let's have a confidential conversation. We can talk about the disposal of your property, potentially. I would put you with our mortgage team to potentially talk about the refinancing of the property, if maybe that's, because a lot of times, here's what we find out: that spouse, the other spouse, they just want the money out of the property, and you're able to maintain the property, right? You're like, I like this house. And let's say there's $100,000 to $150,000 that's owed to the other spouse. Well, that's typically it's typically only half of the equity. So if it falls under the Texas home equity guidelines, we can do it that way. We can do it as an ulti loan, which is what we do when there's a divorce lien put on a house. There's lots of different ways that we can skin the cat if you want to stay in the house. I'm never, ever going to talk you into selling your house if you can afford to stay there, and we can figure out how to get the money out of it to be able to pay off your former spouse. So lots and lots of ways to skin the cat. So if you're going through a divorce, somebody going through a divorce, shoot them my way. If you live in Texas, just send me your address. I will send you the book, the hard copy of the book. If you live anywhere else in the world, literally, you can download the electronic book. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It's not just a PDF. It's a pretty interactive book, but it's got a lot of great advice. And then maybe you want to read the book first and then give me a shout out. So anyways, I just got them back in today. I was so excited when the truck came from the publisher and dropped off more books. They were a big hit last time. I guess, COVID is doing its thing when it comes to divorce. So I hope y'all are having a great day. If you just want to check out great properties and you're thinking about moving or coming to Central Texas, check out sellingcentraltexas.com. Sellingcentraltexas.com. Don't trust Adams. they make up everything. Not sure who you are, their reality pitch. But anyways, so yeah, if you just want to dream and scheme and look at real estate, I am putting up my website, sellingcentraltexas.com. So check it out. And again, I'm a resource. Just call me, email me, text me. I'm happy to have a confidential conversation with you. And again, I mean, the main thing that my goal would be is to help you preserve your largest asset. And we'll go from there. So I hope you guys are having a great day. But if you're getting a divorce, you're probably not having a great day. But anyways, reach out to me. I'd love to help. The books are back in stock. And if you're in Texas, I will send you a hard copy of the book. If you're anywhere else in the country, you can download an electronic version of the book. I don't know who you are, Safa, but how much? It's free. You can download an electronic copy of the book, and hopefully you'll learn a lot. And there's some really good takeaways in there. I've really spent some time on it. All right, guys and gals, I hope you have a great day, and I'm going to peace out for now. Talk soon. Bye-bye.